Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to hashtag TNL with Dr. Ofweneke. And of course, DJ listening. Today we're hanging out, of course, with Honorable Kevin Quire. And of course, before we continue, let me just read a few social media. Somebody's liking your hair.
Wow.
Michael Oliambo. That must be a voter from Kisumu town. Michael Oliambo. I know why. They always have to put their mouth like this. Michael Oliambo. Dr. Ofweneke. Wait, Kisumu people, it's Dr. Ofweneke. Ofweneke. What even do you have realized? I know the governor for Teta Taveta, somebody, or His Excellency, called me Ofweneke. What is Ofweneke? Of course, I'm seeing Sydney and Anushka Chiteri is also enjoying the show as well. Thank you so much. I've seen somebody else on Twitter. There's somebody on Twitter. What is his name? Lupella, thank you so much. I can see at Life of Cheesy saying, say hi to Boof Daddy. I don't know why he's calling you Boof Daddy. Ali Noor, you are in our prayers. We are in our prayers. We know you've not paid your rent for 3 months. You are in our prayers. God bless you, sir. You're in our prayers. It's not easy, by the way. We are praying for you tonight. Mweshime will donate one of his tithes. That will pay your rent for 3 months. Mweshime, because we are celebrating Father's Day on the 16th, that is on Sunday. And I just want to ask, courtesy of Geisha, what would you remember? What do you remember about your father?
Thank you, Ofweneke. I was brought up with a single parent. That is my dad. My mom and dad divorced when I was so young. So there was I used to go to my mom's place. Then I come back to my dad when my mom was so harsh. So when I go there, then she tells me that, who told you that is your dad? Then I go back to my dad and I ask him, are you really my dad? I think I was still young. So it happens like that until when I was in class 8, my mother, because my mother went and got married to a Muslim, my stepfather was a Muslim. He was a very good man. So one day my dad noticed that my mother have changed my name to a Muslim name when I was going to sit for my KCPE.
So what is the name?
He got so mad.
Kevin Al-Kwere.
No. So my dad was so mad. He was so mad. So he came to school and told the master a lot of things that he could say by that time. So from there, I got so disciplined. So I was with my dad all together. We were in the same house until I was in Form 4. We stayed together.
Just the two of you?
That's the two of us. Then my dad left. Then he left me that house. So at Form 2, you can imagine, I was the only boy from Ta who had a house. Not got there. So I always appreciate my dad. So up to this level, my dad, it's like 1 week back, he was going back to Shago for good. So I sat him down and asked him, Dad, now, what is next? You are the only, I'm the only kid.
You're the only child?
Yeah, I'm the only child in my family. And I have step-brothers and step-sisters, but now I'm the only child. The only person that my dad can say, this is my son. Let me say like that. So I'm the only son. So we are two of us.
So you guys must have a very
And
deep
my dad does not have brothers, sisters, father, sister. So it's me and my dad only. So when he was going home, I asked him, Dad, now what next? Now that you are going, you are used to Nairobi lifestyle, waking up, going to work. Now the CDC used to work as a clinical officer at the CDC. They were volunteering at those hospitals in Kibera. Then the CDC, I don't know who took CDC money. So they cancelled all the contract. So my dad happened to be a victim in this thing.
When somebody says I don't know who, they actually know who. Who you are that took the money. Lavish.
So my dad told me, now I have to go back home. I don't have anything I'm doing in Nairobi, and my age now. So I sat him down and said, Dad, now what next? Now that you are going home. Because when you are here, you used to come and visit me at my place. We used to mingle, see each other. I take you for weekend. My dad is just like my senior brother.
Boy,
because he's my boy. Because he's like, to me, I see him like we grew together. Because he was there and I was there.
Wow.
Yeah, so he asked me, Dad, now as a son, this is the only thing I value. Ofweneke, I value my dad because I'm married. I have 2 wives. I have 2 wives.
You have 2 wives?
Yeah, and they have
Me, even a girlfriend I cannot handle. You handle 2 wives. How many heads do you have?
I want to be sincere. So now, no, I want to.
I'm taking notes.
I want to bring this thing to be more important to me. So my dad is more important to me because that is the only parent that I saw. My mom died when I was so young. So I told my dad, now, you know, as much as I value my wives, but you mean a lot to me. You are my mother and you are my father. So I asked him, what do you want from me? What do you want from me as your son, now that you're leaving? Because he told me only one thing. I want you to be visiting me home. After every month, you have to come home. Which, this is the first month I was there. Then I came back. Then he said again, I said, Dad, now, because I will be coming home with all these big cars and what, and you cannot just be here. People will see you and then start saying that I've neglected my father back in the at Sharks. So I opened an hotel for my dad back at home. And then I gave him my first car. I valued this car, Toyota East. I valued this car so much. And in fact, it was up to... So I just said, Dad, I don't know if you don't know how to drive, but I just don't want even to care. Just you make sure when you are going to Kisumu or you are going to in the market, make sure you are inside a car. Let these people don't see you on top of a motorbike, and then when I'm coming here, you know, when your parent is happy, everything moves so smooth in your life.
Beautiful. Yeah. Thank you so much, Mheshimiwa.
So I really love my dad, and I appreciate him wherever he is. Thank you, Dad, for bringing me up.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Mheshimiwa, thank you so much for
coming.
Thank
you so much,
Ofweneke. I appreciate. I continue doing the good thing you're doing for the youth of Kisumu. God bless you so much.
God bless you so much.
And continue being as classy as you are.
Thank you.
Mheshimiwa. Now you're becoming more spiritual. Okay, bless the cameraman. Okay, God bless the cameraman.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much as well.
Thank you so much.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, hashtag TNF with Dr. Ofweneke. Very quickly, allow me now to invite the next guy on the show. But before I do that, allow me to go, of course, on Twitter. Let me read a few feedback that we have. Peter Oboya. There's also guys are tweeting, my God. His Majesty, thank you so much. Remember all this, courtesy of Geisha, the only allowed brand you need to use in your skin when it comes to soap. When you need to look fresh, you need to look clean, you want to go for a date, you want to go to church, you want to go to the office, make sure you're looking clean and feeling nice and smelling nice. Courtesy of the only trustable brand, which is Geisha. This is hashtag TNA with Dr. Ofweneke, Dr. Ofweneke, and of course, DJ Lizzie. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to invite on the show, again, a very good friend of mine. Hey, we go way back with this guy. Do you have the song ready?
Yes.
Have you tested?
Yes.
It's working. Ladies and gentlemen, Henry Desagu. Clap for him, ladies and gentlemen. Give me some music right there. I don't know how they're dancing in Morocco. Welcome on the show.
Thank you so much.
Of a human being. Welcome.
Thank you so much.
Man is here, but the body, the body is an SI constant unit.
The problem is your eyes.
Okay.
How can you say I'm not changing?
Desagu, how many years now?
Since you were here, I think it's like 2011.
2011.
Yeah.
What? Man, we have come from far.
We had just landed.
We had just landed. We had just landed. He was coming from Morocco. I was coming from Nigeria.
Yeah.
We met at the toilet at the airport. Okay, we met at the bus station. Let me be honest. But here, first of all, congratulations.
Thank you so much.
You just won. Was it a silver?
I have won Silver Button Award for 100K subscribers, and then I got Clean Content Award.
Clean Content Award.
Yeah.
Courtesy of YouTube still.
Now that's courtesy of Kizungu. KFCB. KFCB. Now Dr. Ezekiel Mutua is the one who gave me that, and KFCB.
And here you are.
Yeah.
How does it feel? Because bro, I know you have earned this, like for real.
Yeah.
It has not been easy.
Yeah.
And I think the first time when I felt like, you know what, now this is it, is when you did the reporting.
Oh, eyewitness.
The eyewitness.
Yeah.
Do you still remember the clip? Do you still remember how you did it?
Right now, no, it has changed, but back then, it's 2 years.
But can you remember it?
Like, you know, do you know which one? Because I've done several.
Okay, let's say for example, let's reenact it back in the days. All right, so we are coming live from Muihalko. This is CNN Africa. We're coming live from Muihalko, whereby there is a lady who was caught stealing a glass of porridge from the stepmother's house. Mr. Desagu, why are you there?
So my name is Desagu. So that Motumia who was stealing that glass, first he had been dropped by the guy. So before even she dropped the glass. He had been dropped by, before she dropped the glass, she had been dropped by the guy.
Glass?
Yeah. So she was dropped by the guy, then she went ahead at home to drop down the glass. Let me tell you what was happening with this eyewitness.
What was happening?
What happens with the eyewitness, you know those things happen around Githurai.
But they have to.
They have to. And you know something with Githurai has no shame. Githurai is where, once you come from your village, that is where you do your... what do we call when bridging? Your bridging course.
Orientation.
Orientation to before you now go to Kasarani and to the city. So you are trying to make...
Kasarani is the gateway.
Now you are, that's the underpass. How many bypass? What happens? So there you are trying to mix the Kiswahili from Saidia Kasarani and the mother tongue from where you are coming from. So whenever you are doing your narration, that's where you are meeting. Like,
have you actually lived in Githurai?
Yeah, after we did those shows, then I became jobless. You know our show.
Yeah, but after Kenya Kona Kufded.
So when Kenya Kona was there, I used to live near the highway. You know, now when the job ended, you know the rent. You keep going backward.
Until you find yourself at a place where you don't pay rent in your mother's house. Did life become hard after Kenya Kona?
Yeah, actually so hard. I went back home. I started to hustle. I even forgot about art. I stayed, I think, for like 2 years. Without 2014, 2015, I started at the end of 2016.
What made you come back again? What made you bring back the fire, the comedy fire?
I said I'm going to try it now. Do it on my own way. I have a cousin of mine who came with a camera. Then he told me, I heard you have been doing comedy. Why can't we shoot something and we upload? So when he came, I told him, let me try one more time. If it doesn't work,
let it be.
Let it be. So that's how we started our recording there in Githurai, Moihoko, up to this day. Even though you are saying I'm not changing. There is a photo that went viral of me back then. I don't know where you are at the backstage or you are emceeing.
I think I was backstage with Jalango.
Yeah, it was me, Butita, Sleepy
Chipu, I think.
They look very young and me, I look the same. Some people are saying, go and Desagu niye yule jana leo na hata mimi.
Because if you ask me listening, we're talking about 2011, That's almost like 8 years ago,
Yeah.
I think Desagu has been either young or old all these years. If you check his birth certificate, it still looks the same.
It's blessing, but I have heard you are saying some soap. I think I will work on that.
Geisha will sort you out. Trust me, but then Geisha will get you out of that. You'll now start looking like...
start using maybe unga ya kawaida is not working.
And start using gunia to grab it. I'm told there's been a competition between how Chris Brown looks and how Desagu looks. Who do you think might win? Between the handsome...
Chris Brown who is trying to copy me.
My God.
You know, when in Moihoko I'm a tycoon, Jason Statham.
Where?
Jason Moihoko is a republic on its own. 254.3. In fact, our currency is gaining against the new Kenyan currency. I'll host myself.
Muyogo is that Muyogo
our own currency that is gaining against the
do my 4.3. What's your national anthem?
We don't know. We try to mix. We are here to come with something. Something mogithi.
My Kroa is the deputy president.
Samido. Now it's where? Samido. You need to invite Samido here. Or Gatutura. There's one another called Gatutura. Is the one. Why need here? Have you ever?
What is it?
You lied to me.
Now let me ask. If you listen to that song with subtitles, so what is the subtitle?
It's actually a lady who left a guy in the village, came to town. So she is asking, they said, he's telling the guy, after coming to Nairobi and finding guys like Desagu, how can I go and get married there at the village? So he's saying the farm. So he's a bosho in Etia. Like,
I know bosho is
the beans.
It's the minges.
Yeah, so how can he get married there? And he has found way he does like me.
So what does
is that? You lied to me. You are saying the Desagu has not changed.
Mwehoko.
What Mwehoko one?
So when did you guys gain independence?
You are like Ethiopia. You are not colonized. In fact, I am the prince that was promised. I'm like the freedom fighter. I'll put them on the map.
That explains the hair. So does Waititu have any position in Mwehoko? I hear Waititu is the minister for education.
You know, Waititu is like, you see, Waititu akona ile itaitango nini. You see, like the queen is not the queen is
in charge of the kingdom.
Of the
Scotland, Ireland, Britain.
But sasa hiyo specifically ours, hiyo ni self rule. But akikuja tunamwelcome. You have to have a visa to come to our place.
Where?
Hey. But you utaongea na mimi for.
How many days does it take for a visa to mature for Mwehoko?
It's not fixed. We are still under diplomacy between Kenya and Mwehoko. But you should visit. It's an amazing place.
No, is Mwehoko an actual place?
It's an actual place you should visit. I'll pin you.
Please
Serious?
do.
Mutura, kuna ingine moto pale.
Now, let me ask. There's a lady who you normally act with.
Yeah.
Is that your wife your girlfriend stroke wife stroke all that things inside the acting? Because you guys keep on holding hands together. You're a perfect, you know, after oh my God, after Otile Brown and Vera, you guys took over.
I see where you are going.
Mwehoko.
No, you're not going to Mwehoko. You're actually doing something. Okay. So basically, there is a very big difference between what we act. What we do online actually is something we call keeping up. It's like you are keeping up with Desagu and what I'm doing in Mwehoko. But there is Coffee Show, the one you knew.
Oh yes, they actually used to be called Coffee Show. Can you remember?
Yeah. So when I started online, I realized if I name myself Coffee Show, it will be hard for me to know somebody who knew me from before and now someone who knows me
to
now.
Differentiate.
So that's where Desagu came in.
Beautiful. And you're doing amazing.
Yeah.
Man, I'm happy for you. I must admit.
I appreciate this so much, and we appreciate the people who are subscribing. I also heard you are bringing ringtone today.
Yes.
Tell him Mwehoko there.
There.
One is through, eh? Bukide. Shikide.
Ladies and gentlemen.
You know, I started by fighting for the boy child against a sponsor.
But then you really fought for. Is it because you've ever lost a girl to a sponsor, or what are the qualities of a sponsor? How can a lady identify a sponsor?
A sponsor, he never lacks. Haitishi anakosa.
That's the first quality.
That's the first.
You always have. Whether it's some money or a stomach.
Yeah, because if I send you the fare, you don't come. Hey, I'll come to collect it. But the sponsor even sends you the rent, they forget, they send you again. So even the ladies, if I send you fare, you don't come. Aye, the next time I'll be the one coming to collect it.
My God.
Well, what do you think about that? No, if you send you fare, is it my right to come and collect it? But
it's still
I might decide not to come.
Yeah,
no way.
Now that's another one.
No way. Why?
Why was it sent? If it was
for me to come, but I've decided otherwise.
Then decide also otherwise in sending back.
So yes, you started from that. Then your latest video that really made me laugh because I was the Game of Thrones fan. Yeah. Then there was a Game of called Game of Mwehoko.
Game of Thrones Mwehoko.
Game of Thrones Mwehoko. Has anybody from Game of Thrones contacted you? Oh, are you hoping
I
they
have
will
not checked my email. So I can, email I'm not sure, but online anywhere else they have not. But email most probably.
So you watched Game of Thrones?
Yeah, I'm a huge fan actually. I'm sad. You know me, I also wanted Mwehoko to join those kingdoms.
Where?
Everything is Mwehoko.
The 7 lands.
Yeah.
So you still insist on being the prince of Mwehoko even on Game of Thrones?
I'm not just I'm the prince that was promised. The people of Moyoko are promised a prince.
So is the prince here already?
Since he never came, we assumed it is me.
Now, I must admit that you're a clear story of not giving up.
Yeah.
And always in believing in a second chance.
Yeah, yeah.
Do you think our current crop of the new comedians that are really coming, because as we started from way back,
Yeah, yeah.
do you believe the new comedians, are they up to task to take it up from us?
They are doing very well. I think what I can advise them, a lot of it has to do with strategies. Because for us, we had tried and failed a lot.
Right from Vitimbi.
You remember the audition?
Hey, my God.
Remember Vitimbi came as a guest? The one who sit at a hotel there.
I know.
While you are talking, I'm the guy there eating. Camera unaambia angalia huko usionekane. All of Matombe and all that.
And Mugaka and Sukuta.
So I know, but when I went online, I went with a strategy where we created a new character of Desagu. And now since I had learned from those, and the good thing is online there is no audition. You remember how you used to do audition for
but let me the comments are
the comments are the audition.
Who is this guy? I don't like his head. What is the head?
Try
have to do
something
with the
else.
comedy? And try something else, like probably eating grass. What is eating grass?
Yeah, that's the issue. But the good thing is you can start. You know, before we had to audition and all that, but now at least for online, unarusha. So I think they just need a better strategy of how they can brand themselves, they can be very unique, because there are very many. I love them. They Mulamoas, Katelo. They are very hilarious. I remember there are guests who visited me. I put for them Mulamoa. They were really very happy.
No, we hosted him. I think 4 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And I think the feedback was amazing.
Yeah.
Katelo. There's who else has taken over the online?
There's
internet?
Natalie Gidinji for the
Natalie,
ladies. There's
yes,
Rono. They are very much, and most of them are on Instagram, but they don't need to work. What's the platforms in Guinea? They work as a circle.
You know, us we can handle both the crowd.
Everywhere, you know, some people even don't know I have done stand-up.
But then he's an amazing stand-up comedian from back in the days how we used to do it.
Yeah, back then, you know, I was in campus. Hustle, but
you finished?
Yeah.
What did you do?
Economics.
Because I know
economics. In fact, today I could go and have help about the budget.
So can you break down the budget?
The budget. We just want money to shift from the sponsors to the City Boy Child. That's a good budget.
That's all you want?
Equitable distribution of resources and accountability. Like the budget should be spent in an innocuous, in a bombulous, and in an accountable manner. Us as the youth, we should pull a fastidious panacea to ensure that every coin goes to the latter of where it has been spent.
Are you done?
Yeah.
What is all this perambulation?
He's hurting.
It's hurting. No, for them to hear. You know, we are telling them, tunaumia in a normal way they are not getting. Now we want to tell them in our own language.
In our own language.
Whatever you are doing there is paragund, is koliwobos, is umbwedede. Maybe they will hear that. Jutukuambia serikali saidia bado wengine wasiki.
Who is your favorite politician? Who is your favorite politician?
I love the idea. I don't have a specific one. I think it depends on if Baba nampenda juu ya kitendawili and how he does. I also love the vice president. And then for the president, I love him. Naonanga ni mtu tukapatana mahali ka joint, anaweza toa form. Simple. Naombanga siku moja tupatane mahali hakuna kamera.
Moyoko.
Moyoko tu hivi.
Come on.
We actually invited the deputy to come to Moyoko.
Is it?
Kama anaona ajua Moyoko yasi.
No, he's watching. He's watching from the annex.
The hustler from Karen. Sasa kuja pata the hustler from Moyoko.
Moyoko. And in Lonyangapo, the governor.
Hey, huyo tamfungulia YouTube channel.
By the way, I think we need to. I think we need to.
Right now, he should be getting the silver button.
Can we go look for him, both of us?
Yeah.
Let's get a charter. We can go to DP, get a chopper, all the way to West Pokot.
Twende hiyo, panga hiyo maneno.
Kama una ndege, kwenda kwa mama yako.
It's super amazing.
No, it's amazing.
Yeah.
Bro, like I said, I'm so happy for you.
I'm also
I know. How many subscribers do you have so far?
Right now, we are 153K.
153,000.
Yeah.
Oh my God, you have beaten me times 35,000. Oh my God.
You have the entire audience. You have Ukona Kenya, East Africa.
But we thank God. I'm just a humble guy trying to. I'm just humble.
And I told you that's not original. This is the original one. Hiyo ni kufuanana tu. This one.
You can't just come on the show and insult people like that.
No, it's the truth. You'll say
Where did you buy? Do you have a designer in Mohoko?
Actually, I am so mad you have not asked me who's my designer.
Okay, who is your designer?
He's a guy from Mohoko. But the material is from Italy. Only the button are from here. Yako yote tunajua ni silika.
Lavish.
Alogat.
I don't know which soap you use at home, but please make sure when you go home.
Next time we meet you, I will not be the same yesterday, today, and forever. I'll have changed.
Tell me, as we celebrate 16 years, not 16, oh my God, as we celebrate Father's Day on the 16th, what is your most memorable moment with your father?
Actually, I think for my dad, actually there is a hero, my dad, may he rest in peace, he passed in January this year.
Oh, my condolences.
But wherever he is, I know anatuwekea maombi kabisa.
Desagu.
But if there's
Angel
something,
subscribe,
subscribe here. If there's something I remember about my dad, which back then I used to complain, I've never, unajua kufukuzwa shule to be sent away because of school fees. My dad used to pay the whole year. Even in high school. So people are being sent away for school fees. We are left like 3 people. So I was jealous of those who are being sent away. So like my dad, why can't you later be sent with the rest? Because you remain in class, you are 3.
No studies will go on.
So what was cool in school was being sent away. So you see with this, my mother, I'm all about talking, but everyone expects. My dad used to pay up to campus. Even when I went to KU, he would pay for a whole year.
Wow.
So
he made sure that
he made sure education, he made that. I remember a comedy before I convinced him about this comedy thing. But by the time he passed, at least alikuwa sha appreciate what I'm doing and all that. But he really was more focused on education, making sure I learn. I believe to education ndio itatutoa huko Mohoko.
Beautiful.
So that's one thing I used to complain back then, but looking back, naona man, he was a hero. Alikuwa hero mkubwa sana.
So all this currency of geisha, this is what you can remember your father about.
Yeah.
Bro, I know wherever he is, he's so proud of you. As your peers, the same guys we literally started comedy together. You know, I can't believe how much I look at Chipkizi, I look at Terence, I look at Butita, I look at Sleepy. We have come from a far place.
And actually it made me realize that the sky is enough for all of us.
Yeah, there's no use of us feeling.
You know, there is like I should support you, should support me, because at the end of the day, you remember we started together, we were auditioning in the same stage.
Exactly.
Going to Carnival, going to Kenya Corner, doing all those auditions, but up to date, at least everybody is somewhere.
Can have something on the table and say, this is what my talent has done.
So I'm also, you guys, you also inspire me. Actually, now when I started to come on, I decided now I have to push it and reach where you guys have been.
Thank you so much, bro.
Yeah.
I pray for all the best for you.
And
you know I'm a fan. Not only am I, but you know I'm your fan.
Yeah.
I literally watch your clips.
Nimeona you know the slay queen, mpaka unauliza mnashikana mikono. What was wrong with kushikana mikono?
Okay, fine. I'm not going to get into that. And she's, well, stop laughing there. Hey, Ringtone, wait, you're about to come. Ringtone is so, you are so...
Ringtone has 2 mansions, one in Karen and another in Runda.
And he's the only man who has cows in Karen.
I was telling him, when he's in Karen, I can stay in Runda. Security. When he goes to Runda, I go back. Niachane kuzumbuana na landlord.
But he'll still end up being a landlord.
No, I will be the security. I'll just be checking the house. I don't have to pay. All I pay the rent, he pays me for security.
Vice versa.
Vice versa.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, when we come back after show break, we'll be having the one and only Ringtone on the show. Remember, the hashtag is China with the Talk. We are celebrating Father's Day, courtesy of Kenya's #1 soap brand, which is Geisha. Can you imagine how much Geisha as a brand has been part of every Kenyan story? Every house, there's something you relate to when it comes to Geisha. Is it when you wake up in the morning, you are trying to look for a soap, and you smell it? I remember, probably some of you actually, you have the wife that you have, or the mother that you have, you probably got that woman because you smelled nice, because that morning you are applying Geisha. Get into that KBS, walking around Kencom, looking very nice. Geisha, part of your story. Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be back at a short break. DJ listening, give us some music. That's the song.
From Mohoko.
Is the one?
Yes.
Show me how to dance as we go for the break.